Hi everyone, welcome to Fortune Tarot Crystals. I'm Lee and I'm very glad that you're back again for another video. And today we are going to do a reading for November 2025 to see what are some things that you need to be careful of, what are some challenges that you might be facing, what are some new opportunities that's coming your way. So here I have prepared 3 cards, and please choose the one that you feel connected to, or the ones that you like, or the ones that best resonate with you. So once you have chosen your card, you can skip by clicking on the timestamps that I have prepared for you below and skip right to your reading. So let us get started. Welcome to group 1. The card you have chosen is number 6, the Earth Elemental card, and it says, I gracefully accept the abundance the earth bestows on me. So right away, this card brings a lot of peaceful and grounded energy, and it's all about reconnecting with stability, abundance, and gratitude. For many of you, November will feel like a month where life starts to calm down after a long period of uncertainty. So, as the year approaching to an end, finally, I think this is a card indicating that there are some things that's going to be cleared, and you are going to um, have some time to slow down, breathe, and also that reconnect yourself and recollect your thoughts and everything that you've done, and also realizing that you have a lot of things that's already available to you, and sometimes you just kind of need to calm down, stop, and also recognize it. So let's take a look at what the tarot cards has to show us for your current energy or your current situation. So as usual, I will draw out 3 cards to see what your current energy or current situation might be like. So the first card we have here is the Five of Cups in reverse. This card in reverse indicates acceptance, healing, moving on, recovery, or closure. And the second card here we have is the Two of Wands in reverse. This card in reverse indicates fear of change, lack of planning, as well as indecisions. And the third card we have is the Three of Wands in reverse. This card indicates delays, lack of foresight, frustrations. It also kind of indicates poor planning or blocked process. So now let's take a look at your current situation for group 1. The first card, the Five of Cups in reverse, indicates that some of you might have been through some losses or disappointment or emotional setbacks recently that affected you in a big way. But this card indicates that you are going through a period of healing as well as acceptance. And it seems that now you're starting to move past the pain and the losses and the disappointment, and you are beginning to let go of the regrets or the guilt or the feeling of what could have been. So now it feels like some of you have accepted that these are some things that happens in life, and you might be thinking that, oh, if I can't change the past, then why not just accept it and choose to be peaceful with it? Okay, and so this is an indication that you know now in the coming month you are slowly moving to the stage of healing and acceptance. And next we have these two cards, the Two of Wands in reverse and the Three of Wands in reverse. Both cards indicates delays, setbacks, poor planning, and indecision. So it's showing that right now, or before the new month starts, you may have been feeling stuck or unsure about what are you going to do or what might come next in your life. So maybe there were some plans that didn't work out as expected within this year so far, or you are uncertain or hesitating to move forward because you weren't sure that if it was the right time, or are you making the right choices. So these card often appears when you are in a way, I don't want to say stuck in your comfort zone, but it feels better to stay in the comfort zone than facing the unknown. So some of you might have wanted change in your life, like make a new decision of changing your job or starting something new, but you are in a way being held back, maybe by yourself or maybe externally, and you know that is why it feels safer to stay in the comfort zone, and that's also why you may be feeling unsure or uncertain to actually move into the next stage. And so this might also bring frustration of you feeling that why are things not moving forward. So currently for group 1, it feels that some of you are stuck in a stage, but some of you are also facing the awakening or the acceptance of certain things in life, and you might be also thinking like maybe now is a time to move on. So for November, we'll see what's going to happen. So right now, so now I will draw out 6 more cards to see what are some guidance that the universe want to tell you through our tarot cards. So the first card here we have is the Six of Swords. This card indicates transition, moving on, journey, as well as progress. And the next card here is the Ten of Swords in reverse. This card indicates renewal, survival, healing, recovery, as well as release. And the next card here we have is the King of Swords. This card shows discipline, strategy, clarity, as well as truth. And then the next card we have here is the Page of Wands. This card shows enthusiasm, discovery, exploration, getting new ideas, and learning. Then the next card we have here is the Seven of Wands. This card indicates defense, perseverance, protection, standing ground, and challenge. And lastly, we have the Tower in reverse. This card indicates fear, resisting of change, as well as avoidance. So let's take a look at your card for group 1. So it seems like things are starting to shift or change, because the Six of Swords here, it's all about transition and moving on. So maybe you are finally leaving behind some emotional chaos and stepping into more calm and peaceful state is. And this card can also indicate traveling. um it can also mean emotional shift. So this can mean that you are shifting your mindset, or even physically, into a new area or a new ground, when you feel like you need to, I would say, change of perspective, to because you might feel like you don't want to be in a position of always feeling unsure, and um you're like carrying a lot of load on your back. So this card, the next card, the Ten of Swords in reverse, also indicates that renewal is coming. So it feels like to me in November that you have gone through your dark days or dark nights, and now it's time for you to recover and also get some new and fresh things in your life. So the worst is kind of past now, it's behind you now, and the pain that's once controlled you, it's starting to fade, and your energy and you feeling like you are being refreshed and you are gaining some control and fresh energy back into your life. So these two cards together indicates that you've made it through, and now it's time to be more optimistic to the next step, or move forward to the next step. And then the next one we have is the King of Swords. So this card is a powerful card that indicates clarity and truth, as well as excuse me, strategy and yes, finding clarity, sorry. And so in November, you are likely to find yourself thinking more clearly and be able to make decisions with a more calm and matured mind. Or, like I said earlier, you may have already gained some change of perspective, which will help you make better decisions. So if there's something that you've been uncertain about, whether if it's your career path, relationship, or personal directions, the King of Swords is telling you that see it from a rational and more clear point of view. Uh, the card is actually, in a way, reminding you that you need to think logically, like let your wisdom and your intelligence guide you to help you make decisions. And this can also symbolize someone around you who gives you good advice. Usually the king cards indicates someone who's got wisdoms and experience. So this may be, a mentor, your boss, or a friend who always speaks honesty and truth that helps you see things more objectively. And so, watch out or listen to more advice from people around you who often give you these kind of good advice. And then the next card here, the Page of Wands. This card indicates a shift of energy. So this card usually means curiosity, excitement, creativity, as well as learning. And so this card indicates that November might be a month where you will feel inspired again after a long period of confusion. And so this could mean that there might be something new coming your way in your job, or you finding something new that you want to do, and or you are being motivated to try and do something new. So this card is telling you that, go explore, don't be scared, because you will actually find some surprises and joy, and some new things, a new energy you will be able to discover through that journey of your life. And then the next card we have here is the Seven of Wands. So this card is a reminder to tell you to stay confident and firm in your decisions. So in November, you might get someone who give you good advices, or you might be able to learn and see things clearly. And then this card is an indication that once you have the right direction, once you have the right mindset, stay firm in your decisions. Okay, so it's not so not advisable. November seems like it's a month for you to gain clarity and be more certain in the things that you do. So once you have gone through, so many things so far in this year, November might be the month that you need to be strong and be firm, and don't stuck in indecisions, regrets, or uncertainties. Okay, so yes, it might be tough making the right decision and stand your ground. You might face some resistance. Maybe people don't understand why you're making these choices, or some challenges will come up when you try to move forward. But this card is telling you that you do have what it takes to do what you want to do. Okay, so stand your ground, believe in what you're doing. You've gone you've come this far, you have gone through so much, and now is the time to let doubt, or um, let go of the doubt. Sorry, now is time to let go of the doubt, and also leave some outside noises, outside. Yeah. And so you are, in a way, going on the right way. Yes. And then finally, we have the last card, the Tower in reverse. This card is, this card in a way shows that, yes, to be able to stand your ground and be firm, be confident, and make the choices that you want will be tough. So this card can indicate that some of you might still be feeling that you are scared, because of certain changes that you're going to make. But this card is telling you that it's time for you to accept. We talked about acceptance, yes. So there will be some uncomfortableness because of the changes, but it's time for you to accept and realize that when you're taking a big step, and or making a big decision, there will be changes, there will be chaos, there will be things that will scare you. But in a way, if you resist to change, it will keep you stuck in the position where you don't want to be. So, once you accept that things have to change, or certain things have to change, things that might make you feel uncomfortable has to change. Once you accept that, you will actually gain more peace in your mind and in your life. Okay, so November seems to me, for group 1, November seems to me that it's a month for you to realize that it's time to rethink, rebuild, reconnect, recover, and face the fear and accept certain changes in your life. But don't be scared, don't fear it. You need to, in a way, embrace the changes in your life. Okay, so for group 1, Now I will draw out two more cards from our fortune oracle to see what are some further suggestions the universe has got for you. So for your suggestion cards, the first card we have is number 10, Fire. And it says, let go of emotional upheaval and embrace the renewal of the present. So this card tells you that burn away the old to make space for new growth. Okay, so the universe is telling you to let go of what no longer serves you emotionally, the regrets, the guilt, the what ifs, and they are in the past. The universe is telling you that they those are the things that should happen which bring you to now, but let it burn, let it stay in the past. Dust to dust. And then the next one we have here is the sun. So number 30, the sun. This card says open your heart to the enormous growth ahead. So both cards shows renewal and growth. So this card tells you that the storm is over, the sun is coming out. November is going to be the month where, all the positivity, the light from the sun returns, and you will begin to feel new and make room for new growth. And so the sun in tarot cards also usually is a very good card that indicates joyfulness and excitement and new things. So these two cards are in a way the universe telling you that it's time to embrace your life. Like embrace what's what has happened, and learn from it, and also then move on to a new chapter. Okay, and so lastly I will draw out one more card from the Enchanted Art Oracle to conclude the message for today. So finally, as your conclusion card, the card we have here is it's okay to put yourself first and take care of your own needs before those of others. So for group one, maybe you have been feeling that you want to change and you're uncertain of making decisions because you are thinking too much or carrying too much emotional things or physical things. I would say baggage or burdens on your shoulders for quite some time. So this card is a perfect indication that it's okay to put yourself first and take care of your own needs before others. So this card is telling you that you might have been feeling that you're carrying a lot emotionally and physically, like, worrying about how others feel, trying to help or fix things that have divided yourself so much that you maybe even neglecting your own things and your own needs. But now the universe is telling you to focus on yourself again. Okay, it's not being selfish. Okay, yes, it's okay to say no sometimes, and it's okay to focus on yourself and also regain your energy by rejecting what other people want from you. So now it's time. November seems to me that it's time for you to renew your energy, heal yourself, find yourself, and then also learn more about yourself, and also gain more truth and clarity in your life to help you make better decisions. So for November, it seems like this month may be a turning point for you, that you are moving out of some emotional heaviness into peace, clarity, and growth. So this month um, encourages you to take small but confident steps forward. Trust your decisions, speak your truth, and believe that you already have got what it takes to help you go forward in life. So remember, the earth elemental also remind you to stay grounded, nurture yourself, and also welcome that um everything happens in life. It happens. So it in a way, how can I say this? Yes, in life we will feel regrets, but if you think about it, if those things never happened, how would you be you today, right? So all of these cards are telling you that accept for what happened, let it be in the past, learn from it, and then gain more experience that will help you grow in the future. Okay, so this is what I've got for you, Group 1. Hope this message resonates and helps you feel encouraged for what's ahead. And if you enjoyed this reading, don't forget to like, subscribe, or share it with someone who you think might need this message too. So thank you so much for spending your time watching this video, and I really appreciate it, and hope everything will go well in the month of November for you. Sorry. Take care, and I will see you in my next reading. Thank you. Bye bye. Welcome to Group 2. The card you have chosen is number 30, Reach for Your Dreams. And it says here, I'm the creator of my own dreams and achieve them with confidence. So, just by looking at this card, I can already feel that for Group 2, it seems to me that a lot of you are reaching for your goals and for your dreams, or thinking about doing so. And so this card is an indicator that you have what it takes, you have the confidence, and the universe is going to help you achieve it. So let's take a look at your current situation for Group 2. So as usual, I will draw out 3 tarot cards to see what your current energy or your current situation might be like. So the first card we have here is the 10 of Wands in reverse. This card indicates release, delegate, as well as freedom and lightening the load. And the next card we have here is the Ace of Cups. This card indicates new feelings, new love, creativity, new connections, and new beginnings. And then finally, we have the Hierophant. This card indicates structures, learning, faith, as well as spiritual guidance. So currently for Group 2, it seems to me that some of you are feeling that you are carrying a lot of heavy weight on your shoulders, like a lot of responsibilities at work, some expectations from others, and maybe even some emotional heaviness. However, these things shouldn't be yours. Okay, so this card indicates that you are feeling that you want to let it go and release yourself from these burdens in your life right now. And the Ace of Cups here also indicates that there are new things that's coming your way, like new feelings, new inspirations, new ideas, new project, or even new opportunities in your job, or new opportunity in your relationship. So maybe that is also why you are feeling that you need to let go of this burden on you. Okay. And the next card, the Hierophant, shows that um, you have been seeking some truth and also trying to gain more um, more power back to yourself by how can I say this? By strengthening your beliefs. So maybe some of you throughout the year you have gone through a lot and you are feeling that right now it might be a good time to actually do what you believe in rather than following or caring what others expect of you. So for you, group two, some of you might be feeling like now you are feeling that maybe it's about time for you to um, focus more on yourself and also embracing the new things that's coming in your life. So now you are maybe realizing that um, by gaining or growing in your life isn't about doing more for others. It's more about learning and doing things that you believe in. Okay. So for group two, it feels to me that now you are feeling that want to release the weight, you want to open for new opportunity and rebuild your faith. So if this speaks to you or resonates with you, don't forget to comment too in the comment section below. And also don't mind if you share some of your stories. So now I will draw out 6 more cards to see what some guidance for November to you in group 2. So for your guidance card, the first card we have here is the Five of Pentacles in reverse. This card indicates recovery, improvement, renewal, stability, as well as hope. And then the next card we have here is the Knight of Swords in reverse. This card indicates impulsiveness, recklessness, danger, as well as carelessness. And then the next one, we have the Queen of Wands. This card indicates confidence, determination, independence, as well as creativity and passion. And then we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. This card shows emotional coldness, manipulation, as well as isolation. And then we have the Five of Wands in reverse. This card indicates resolution, peace, and ending of conflicts. And lastly, we have the Six of Wands. This card shows victory, recognition, success, achievement, as well as acknowledgement. And so let's take a look at your guidance cards for group 2. So firstly, we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. This card is showing that improvement in your life is coming in November. Okay, so the hard times are over. This card can also indicate some hardship in finance or I would say money trouble. Yeah, so it's indication that in November recovery will start to happen. We own well, if you are into finance and stuff, you would probably know that in October certain things happened that kind of created a turbulence in the financial market. So it seems to me that November, maybe your investment or your financial state will start to improve or recover from the turbulence that I just mentioned. Yes. And so this card can also indicate that support might arrive from some people that you trust. So it can be your friend. Oh, we mentioned the Hierophant. It can also mean that someone around you who you highly respected. Okay, so this card is an indication that recovery is there, hope is there, and also there are some help that is coming your way. Okay, and then the next one we have is the Knight of Swords in reverse. So this card is an indication of be a little bit more cautious. Okay, so yes, things are starting to shift into a new stage in your life. Like maybe you're jumping into something new. You do know that you can do it. You have the confidence. You have the skill. However, this card is telling you to be a little bit more careful. Even though you do know what you're doing, you do want to do what you want to do, you still need to plan carefully and think before you act. Okay, so try to avoid acting on an impulse. Okay, be a little bit more patient and cautious. And then the next card we have here is the Queen of Wands. So this card shows confidence as well as determination, creativity, and passion. So this is telling you that you do know what you want and you aren't afraid to go for it. You need to believe in yourself that you can do it. Okay, and by doing so, you will actually draw the positivity and the right people into your life in the month of November. Okay, so for November, it seems to me that um, there are some new ideas that some of you want to implement, and before you do so, you do need to let go of the burdens for and make space for new ones. You have actually help from others around you, and things will start to shift if you plan carefully and you fully understand of what you're capable of, and you how can I say this? Yeah, you are 100% sure of this is what you want to do, and by doing so, the right things will follow. Okay, and then the next card we have here, the Queen of Swords in reverse. Well, this card, in a way, is reminding you that in the meantime, you know what you want, you know what you want to do, you're confident. However, don't uh, don't disconnect yourself from the ones who care about you. Okay, so how can I say this in a better way? As like, okay, as an example for myself, I have a lot of confidence in myself of my skills of what I can do, and interestingly, this is the group that I chose, and there are some new things and new project that I'm thinking of doing. It's just that I am the type of person who take a lot on my shoulders, that I feel like a lot of things I can only do it by myself. I don't need help. And so in a way, the Queen of Wands is telling us that not sorry, not the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Swords is telling us that um we sometimes need to delegate. Sometimes it's okay to accept help from others. We don't need to isolate ourselves from others. Um, we kind of need to sometimes accept suggestions and support from the ones who actually care about us. Okay, so this is what this card is all about, the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords indicate emotional coldness as well as isolation, sometimes even manipulation, but in this case it seems to me it's more leaning to emotional coldness and isolation. So this card here is telling us that in November, kind of open your mind up and open your heart up to um, accept new ways of doing things, of by delegating your responsibility to others or accepting um, help from others. Okay, sometimes you don't have to fight the battles alone. And then the next card here we have here is the Five of Wands in reverse. So this card is showing that peace is coming. Okay, so some dramas and some conflicts in your life, some issues that you had in the past, in November, things are going to be resolved. Okay. And this card also indicates cooperation. so it's telling you that, you know, instead of having so much conflict with certain things in your life, um, find a way to make peace with it, um, or find a way to, um, how can I say this, work with it and work with others. Like I said, sometimes the battles might be within yourself, and you do in a way need to resolve that. Okay. And then finally we have the Six of Wands. So this card shows victory, recognition, and achievement. So it's showing you that in November, the efforts that you put in throughout the year, and you know, by your confidence and your skill level, things are going to happen. You are going to get the recognition and success that you deserve. So it can be at work, school, or achieving personal milestones. And so this card is showing you that November will be the time that people will recognize what you've done, and they will start to appreciate you for, and also praise your achievement. Okay, put it that way. So for November, it seems to me that for group 2, it's time for you to release your burdens and accept new opportunity, plan wisely while moving forward. Then, you go with confidence, and your success and the people that will help you will naturally follow. Okay, for group 2. So it seems to me like November is going to be a good month for group 2, and hopefully that the things that you've been planning, the things that you've been thinking of implementing will go smoothly. But again, if you do follow through the guidance. Yes. So next up, I will draw out 2 more cards from our Fortune Oracle cards to see what further suggestions the universe has got for you. So as your suggestions card, we have number 16, Lion, and it says harness the loyal and protective aura of the lion and charge ahead magnificently. So this card shows courage, confidence, and strength. So the lion also indicates that, careful planning. Remember, lions don't waste their energy. They only do things when they need to. Yeah. And but when it moves with certainty and sureness. So you are being guided to stand tall and sorry, follow your dreams, and also stay strong in what you believe in. and then act with courage and grace. And then the next card we have here is number 19, luck. Okay. And it says you are right to be strong and optimistic about the opportunities ahead. So these two powerful cards indicates that you have the confidence, you have the skill. Throughout the year, you have gone through a lot, but it only makes you stronger, and you have the right to be optimistic about it. Yeah. So um you November is going to be the month that luck is there behind your back. The universe is aligned with your beliefs, and things are going to fall in naturally for you. Okay, so for November, some of you might be thinking like, when is my big break gonna come? When is it finally going to start working out for me? When are things starting to finally working out for me? So the message here is that November is going to be a big yes for you of what you want to do. Yeah. But again, plan carefully, uh, keep an open mind, let help and other people's suggestions come through, learn from it, and move with courage and grace. Okay, and then finally, I will draw out one more card from our Enchanted Art Oracle to conclude the message for today. So finally, the conclusion card for today for group 2 is that you are in co-creation with the universe. So this card is a reminder that your dreams are not just a dream, okay? If you're like me, I do talk to the universe, and yes, so visualize an attack, right? So when you visualize your goal and your dream, it will lead you to take steps into achieving those dreams. Yeah. And also, to achieve your dreams, there are many different ways that you can do it, like showing gratitude and also appreciating um, the things in your life, and you know take that first step, even though it might be tough. Or when you're facing obstacles or negativities, you see it in a way of learning. By doing that is also helping you achieving your goals and your dreams. So this is a card that the universe is telling you that, you know, it is there to help you. It is there to guide you. Um, it is there to lead you. Okay, so as long as you have taken the first step, um, trust in the universe that the universe will actually help you handle the rest. So for group 2, November 2025 feels that it's a good month for you to let go of unwanted things in your life, and also regain your confidence and your inner strength. And so it's time for you to gain some new emotional renewal and also believe in yourself. So for group 2, November seems to be a strong month of you stepping into a new chapter in your life, where you will gain success if you follow through. Okay, so this set of cards also indicates that there are a lot of help that will be there for you in November if you accept it or you ask for it. Okay, so for group 2, I hope that for November, everything will be great. and for myself as well. Yes. And so this is what I've got for you, group 2. And if this reading resonates with you, I would love to hear from you. So if you don't mind, leave a comment, like or subscribe so that you don't miss out on any of my future videos. And also if there are any suggestions that you have for me, thank you so much for spending your time and energy by watching this video. So thank you again and all the best of luck in November, and hopefully I will see you again in my next video. So have a good one. Thank you. Bye bye. Welcome to group 3. The card you have chosen is number 44, Integration, and it says, I combine body, mind, and soul to lift all of humanity into a new dimension. So this is quite an interesting card because it can actually indicate that some of you in group 3 already have a strong connections to your spiritual guidance or your religion, but it can also indicate that some of you might be disconnected from it, that you are seeking of ways to realign with that again. For me, I also feel that some of you in group 3 might be going through certain things that you want to do more to, in a way, help improve certain conditions in your life or of those around you. Okay? And so for now, I will draw out 3 tarot cards to see what your current situation might be like. So for your current situation, the first card we have here is the Knight of Cups in reverse. This card indicates mood swings, disappointment, and heartbreak. And then the next one we have here is the card of Death. In reverse, this card in reverse usually indicates fear of change, stagnation, resistance, as well as clinging onto certain things. And then the next card we have here is the Six of Pentacles in reverse. This card indicates inequality, strings attached, as well as debt or exploitation. So let's take a look at your current energy or your current situation for group 3. Feels a little bit heavy to me, yeah. So the first card here is the Knight of Cups in reverse. And this card often comes up when certain unpredictable things that is happening and that kind of I would say disturbed or played with your emotions. So some of you might be dealing with some disappointment in your love life and or even at work, or even dealing with people who maybe have promised you something, but they didn't really make that promise come true, or whatever they tell you the didn't really match their actions. Okay, so they it in a way this card indicates a lot of emotional disturbance. So it's kind of making you feeling confused that you're not sure who you should believe or what you should believe in. Okay, so um, in a way, it indicates that there's a lot of emotional confusion here. Yeah, this card can also indicate that not it might not come from others. All of these things might be coming from within. Okay, so maybe you are overthinking or being too hard on yourself. So the thing is, now you might be feeling that you are unsure of who to trust or what to do. And the next card here is the Death in reverse. This card shows that you do want to change, you do want to you know, find some ways of not letting these things control your emotions. However, you might have been attached to these things for quite some time that you are scared of changing it. Okay. um Again, it can be from your relationship or your work or your current situation or from within. By from within, I mean maybe old habits or old patterns in that you've been doing to yourself. So this card indicates that some of you in group 3 currently you are holding on to something out of fear of letting go, because you're not sure of what's waiting for you next, or if you do let it go, what will happen next. And so the Six of Pentacles also indicates strings attached, and so this card also shows that um, you are kind of either giving too much or receiving too much, that you are scared to let that go or scared to change um, that situation, because maybe some of you might be comfortable with it, or some of you, by saying comfortable, I mean that you might be in the situation for quite some time, or some of you might have invested in this for quite some time, which you are feeling like it's hard to let go, or you are scared to let go. So this card also indicates, I do feel a very strong feeling that might be coming from your relationship. Okay, so it indicates that some of you are feeling imbalanced, and also you are not really connected to this the way that you want it to be. And maybe also that's why it, in a way, the card that you chose also tells me that some of you might be disconnected from certain things because of certain people in your life. Okay, that you do want to seek the truth, you do want to connect to the real things. It's just some of you might be feeling that you are not sure of how to do it because you are scared. Okay, so right now for group 3, it feels that you might be feeling emotionally drained, but you're still holding on to it. Okay, so maybe November something new might happen. We will see. So now I will draw 6 more cards to see what are some guidance that the universe has got for you for group 3. Yes. So again, I will draw 6 more cards to see what are some guidance the universe wants you to hear. So for your guidance card, the first card we have is the 10 of Swords in reverse. This card in reverse indicates survival, renewal, healing, as well as recovery. And then the next card we have here is the 7 of Swords. This card indicates deception, betrayal, as well as secrecy. Then the next card we have here is the Ace of Cups in reverse. This card shows blocked emotions, emptiness, sadness, as well as numbness. Then we have the Star in reverse. This card in reverse indicates lack of faith, doubt, hopelessness, as well as disconnection. And then the Eight of Swords. This card indicates fear, restrictions, feeling trapped or isolated. And then lastly, we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. This card indicates lack of direction, hesitation, as well as setbacks. For group 3, let's take a look at your guidance card for November. It does seems to me a little bit emotionally heavy, but a lot of reverse card doesn't always mean that it's bad. Okay, so let's take a look at the first card here. So the first guidance card here is the Ten of Swords in reverse. This card is a good card. This card indicates renewal, healing, as well as recovery. So it's telling you that in the month of November, the worst is going to pass. Okay, the emotional pain, the struggle, it's going to be gone. Okay, so in November, the universe is telling you that you need to find ways to heal and renew yourself and renew your energy. And because the bad things, the heaviness, the fear is going to it's going to be over. Okay, so like we talked about, being trapped or being not trapped. Oh, hang on, sorry. We talked about maybe you or the other people around you are kind of, holding you back on certain things. Maybe those things are coming to an end. Okay. And then the next card we have is the Seven of Swords. This card is showing that, yes, because you have put in a lot of energy into, like we talked about earlier, maybe in your current relationship, your current situation, your job, or so because you have already emotionally invested in it for so long, this card is an indication of telling you that maybe it's time for you to stop avoiding the truth and you know wake up. Yeah. I don't want to sound cruel or mean, but this card indicates secrecy, betrayal, and uh, deception. So it doesn't always mean deception from others. It can also mean that you are lying to yourself by not facing the truth. And so maybe some of you in group 3 already know that those things that we talked about earlier are not working for you anymore, and you do know that it's hurting you. However, you are in a way lying to yourself and avoiding seeing the truth. This also kind of reflects to the Eight of Swords here. Yeah. So in November, maybe it is time for you to face what's real and regain your power by being more honest with yourself. Okay. And then the next one we have here is the Ace of Cups in reverse. So this card shows emotional exhaustion. Yeah, like I said, it talks about a lot about emotional things. So it feels like there's a lot of emotional heaviness here in the set. So you might feel numb. Maybe that's also why you haven't really taken that step to change your current situation. So um, again, this card is showing, water, yeah, but in reverse, it's kind of showing the water is just running dry because it's not really like, so the Ace of Cups here is suggesting that you have done enough. You have done too much, actually. So the universe is telling you to stop doing that. Okay, to kind of stop giving yourself out emotionally, that's making you feeling empty on the inside. And again, let's refer back to the card you have chosen. It indicates that you need to kind of combine your body, mind, and soul to lift humanity into a new dimension. By saying humanity, meaning yourself. So it's showing that you do need to, in November, find time and find ways for you to reconnect and realign yourself, your body, mind, and soul. Okay, so um, it sounds a bit heavy, but sometimes if you do know that the person is not worth it, or if the things that you've been doing is not worth your time, it might be a good time to stop. Okay, and then the next one, we have the Star in reverse. This card confirms that some of you have been disconnected with your faith or yourself or what you believed in, and you feel like it's hopeless. Maybe that is also why that you decide that, because things are hopeless anyway. So what's the point of changing? What's the point of doing this or doing that, right? So this card is telling you to find that hope again. Okay, hope is there. It's just you do need to get the let go of the fear and find it. Okay, the light of the star will always be there. It's just that during sometimes you can't really see, so you need to kind of remove that cloud and find it. So you do need to find a very strong way of you to reconnect with your true self and what you believed in, and for that, then you'll actually be able to lift your spirit, like it indicates the humanity. Yeah, and so it does feel to me that a lot of you in group 3 might be losing hope, maybe because of a lot of things happen to you in your life or around the world, that you are feeling like maybe you are too small to change it, or you don't have enough strength to actually do something um, to to help it. That is why you're losing hope and losing faith. However, remember, there will always be hope. There will always be someone up there to guide you if you reconnect and believe. Okay? So for group 3, let's take a look at the next two cards. So the next card we have here is the Eight of Swords. This card represents feeling stuck, or being blindfolded. However, usually means, again, fooling yourself. Yeah. Some of you might be stuck in your own thoughts of maybe self-doubt, guilt, anxiety, but remember, the ropes and the blindfold is not tight here. You can actually easily untighten it, loosen it and walk free. It's not trapping you. In a way, sometimes all these ideas in your mind are the ones that's feeling you, making you feel trapped. So once you regain your power and your confidence, and you find your belief and you strengthen that belief, you will be able to walk out from it. Okay, so again, hope is there. Don't be despair. And then the next one, we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. So this card tells me that, again, emotional blockage, inspiration blockage. So some of you might be feeling, again, like I said, you might feel that what's the point of changing? just by me doing it, it's not gonna do it. It's not gonna change anything. So you feel unmotivated and also unsure of what to do because you might feel like even if I do it, nothing's gonna happen, or So, so, so some of you are losing that light. But again, we've mentioned earlier, the light is there, the hope is there. Um, it's just that you need to find ways for you to heal emotionally and recover that strength within yourself. Okay, so let your spirit guide you. Reconnect your inner strength, and also sometimes that has to do with finding your spiritual guidance or follow through in your religion or supportive group that can actually help you regain that power. Okay, so for November, in group 3, it seems to me like there's a lot of emotional heaviness. However, things are going to look up if you follow through. Okay, if you reconnect with your sorry, if you reconnect your body, mind, and soul, it needs to be in harmony. Okay, so and sometimes it's not just from outside; it can be from within as well. So for group 3, now I will draw out 2 more cards from our fortune oracle to see what are some suggestions that the universe has got for you. So from our fortune oracle as your suggestion, the first card here we have is number 12, Fool. And it says, have the courage to embrace change, take risks, and be adventurous. So the Fool, this card, the message here is very similar to the Fool in Tarot card. Take a leap of faith and be courageous and be adventurous. And again, it talks about faith. So it's telling you that you need to let go of things that's bad for you in your life. You need to release yourself from the control, um, maybe from others or from yourself. Yeah. And you need to rediscover some excitement and some new things and reignite the inspiration and curiosity in your life. Okay, it seems to me that some of you might be taking things too seriously. However, sometimes, you know what, life is funny in some ways that when you try too hard, things don't always come your way. But when you have that feeling of, you know what, I'm just gonna try and see what happens. Whatever happens, happens. It's okay. Then, things might actually turn out on the better side. So it's time for you to let go of certain things and jump into new ones. Let yourself explore and learn and, trust the universe guidance. So the next card we have here is number 30, the Sun. And it says, open your heart to the enormous growth ahead. So, yes, it's telling you that there are something new waiting for you. After all the heaviness, the sun brings joy, brings light, and renewal and hope. So, you know, step out of the shadow. Don't be scared to follow the sun to shine and allow yourself to be happy and allow yourself to move on. Okay, and also allow yourself to get out of that emotional heaviness that you have been putting yourself in for so long. It's okay. Okay, and finally, for your conclusion, I will draw out 1 more card from our Enchanted Art Oracle to see, to conclude the reading. Sorry. So, as your conclusion, it says work easy, allow yourself to be in the flow and enjoy what you do. So, you see, after all the heaviness, breathe, relax, um, stop overexerting yourself, okay? And allowing yourself to take some break to realign your thoughts, realign your body, mind, and soul, reconnect with it, and allow yourself to do things that you want, do things that you enjoy, and don't force certain things that's not meant for you. Okay, so for this month, you are being guided to connect with your spiritual guidance, your religion, your mind and soul is. So take care of yourself. You need to, do things that you enjoy. If you like good food, treat yourself to something great. Go traveling, go and do something that you want. Keep your mind calm, and you can calm your mind by meditating, exercising, keeping a journal, so then you don't overthink a lot of things. By keeping a journal is also very good, is that when you look back in your journal, you will also see certain things that maybe 3 months ago you will worry about that so much, but then I mean right now you look at it, you'll be like, oh, what am I worrying about? It was nothing, right? And so it also tells you maybe travel more, doing something that you like, reconnect with nature. If you like art, maybe do some art again. If you enjoy music, do that. Sometimes things are not always about other people. Yeah, things are not always about money and job and keeping a relationship and stuff. Sometimes a lot of things also has to do with keeping yourself happy. Okay, so for group 3 in November, it seems like it's a month of awakening. Release the fear, break free from the emotional heaviness, and also believe in yourself, believe in follow through with what you believe in, and you will have um, renewal energy, and how can I say this? You will have a new you who will be more powerful and stronger for the future. Okay, so November is a time for you, group 3, to take good care of yourself, physically and mentally and spiritually. Yeah. And so for group 3, this is what I have for you. And if this message resonates, don't be shy to leave me a comment, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel so that you don't forget, you don't leave out some of my videos, or you won't miss out some of my future videos. So thank you for spending your time watching this video, and I do welcome any suggestions, and also if you want to share some of your story or see if any of my reading helped you, don't be shy to share it. Thank you for watching. All the best of luck, group 3, and I do hope that you can actually come out from all the heaviness in your life and become a greater self. Okay, so thank you for watching. Have a good one. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.